Welcome back to the channel. 80% of people have said that listening to music makes them more productive. I tend to agree with that. I don't listen to music all the time, but I certainly use it a lot to be productive. One question I've always had in my head, and you've probably got in yours, is which headphones are the best headphones to use? And it's a great question because there are so many on the market. I've tried AirPods, I've tried over-the-ear headphones, I've tried Beats even. I've tried listening to Sonos, I've tried pretty much everything. But about a year ago, I picked up a pair of Sony WH-1000XM3 headphones. Please, Sony, do something with your naming conventions for your products. Anyway, I picked up a pair of them. You'll have heard of them. If you found this video, you're probably thinking about buying them. After using them for a year, mainly for getting stuff done, I've got a full long-term review for you. Do you listen to music while you work? I do, but it's taken me until now to find a decent pair of headphones that actually make the listening experience perfect. I was going to buy the Bose Quiet Comfort, which are the classic kind of over-the-ear noise cancelling headphones that a lot of people will use, and I was so close to buying them until I found the Sonys. Now, I'm not going to keep repeating the Sony name. Look in the description, I've got a link to the actual product in there. It's a stupidly long name, but it's these. And they are over-the-ear, closed-back headphones, Bluetooth, USB-C charging. That's it, really. That's what they are. They're a pair of headphones. But they are fantastic, and they have made me more productive than I ever thought I'd be. And I'd like to explain why. So, what makes these headphones so good? Now, if you're an audiophile, you probably haven't come to this channel looking for a full breakdown of the sound. You might be interested, but I think you'll probably be aware of the fact that although these do sound very good, they're not the sort of headphones, probably, if you're really into your sound and you're going to sit there for hours listening to vinyl on the, via a really expensive preamp, you're probably not going to choose these Sonys. But if you appreciate good sound, like I do, and you know what sounds good, you will be very impressed with it. If you've ever experienced going to an Apple store or somewhere where they have headphones on display that you can pick up and listen to yourself, these give you that experience of putting them on and thinking, wow, that sounds amazing. I don't know about you, I've always had that when I go to an Apple shop. I try a pair of headphones on and I just think these sound fantastic. These have that experience. It's a very rich sound, it's not too bass heavy. I've used Beats in the past, which are just ridiculously bass heavy. I don't mind the beat sound, actually, in fairness, but it's a bit much for certain types of music. These perform brilliantly across a whole range of genres. I use it a lot for electronic music, but I've used it for classical, rock, pop. You throw anything at them and you will hear stuff that you haven't heard before. They are, sound-wise, massive tick in the box. Don't worry, they're perfect. They'll be brilliant. You'll love the sound of them. Quick note on the battery life as well. It's staggeringly good. I think Sony claim 30 hours of use, and I really get that. The times I have to charge these are very few and far between. I can't really remember the last time I did. But one of the massive benefits these have is the fact they have USB-C, which is brilliant because my MacBook has USB-C, my iPad has USB-C, my phone doesn't have USB-C. Yes, I have an iPhone. But there are so many other devices that I use that have USB-C. So if I'm sat there working at my laptop and these need charging, on the rare occasion they do, I just take the power out of the laptop, plug it in, and you're done. So convenient, and like I say, you just have no worries really over the battery going. If the battery does go, it charges pretty quickly, so within sort of 10-15 minutes you can have a decent amount of charge to be getting going with. So battery life, brilliant. Comfort. These headphones, I'm going to put them on now, are just super, super comfortable. I have a problem with it where if I wear closed back over-ear headphones for too long, they tend to hurt my ears after a while if they're badly designed. I had that again with the Beats and some other over-ear headphones I've had in the past. The Sonys are just fantastic. You know they're on. I mean, you know they're on your head, but you can wear them for hours and you almost forget they're there, to be honest. I have worn them pretty much all day and not had a problem. So comfort-wise, great. It's just great. Can't say any more than that. So the big thing, noise cancelling. Now, if you are looking to buy a pair of headphones that will make you more productive, these are, I think, the best pair that I've certainly used. I've used quite a few. The noise cancelling is brilliant. It totally pretty much cuts out background noise. You hear, I mean, if you've never experienced noise cancelling before, it doesn't completely get rid of sound. It completely dampens it. So you're aware that there is some ambient sound outside, and it may even be a table full of screaming kids opposite you, but it's just not invasive at all. And this is where the productivity comes from. I can wear these in very noisy environments, on the train, anywhere really, and get stuff done, because I don't know about you, but when I'm working, let's say in a coffee shop, and there's a table opposite me, and it's a couple of people talking very loudly or laughing a lot or whatever, or just having a good time, that really makes concentrating difficult for me, which is why I've always got these with me. They're always in my bag. I like a bit of ambient noise in coffee shops occasionally and in the gym and all that sort of stuff, but occasionally I just want to lose myself in my own world, and that's where the noise cancelling comes in with these. It's stunning. It's brilliant. You turn it on, it's done. If you want to, you can turn it off. I've never done that. I don't know why you'd want to turn the noise cancelling off, really. It kind of envelopes you in this little world, a little world of your own. And the crucial thing is, I've used some noise cancelling headphones where that's a bit too much. It's almost a bit oppressive. You feel like you're being cloaked in something. With these, you don't get that at all. It's much more of a natural noise cancelling feeling. So yeah, it's got, as you've probably heard and read in other reviews, the noise cancelling of these Sonys is just second to none. I think most people agree that it's the best on the market, and I completely agree. Now, every pair of headphones needs a decent carry case, and the Sonys do come with this. Again, comparing it to something like Beats, which is this huge horrible box, or certainly the version of the Beats Studio that I had this horrible great big plastic case. This is nice and thin. You can see there, it is nice. It opens up, you've got a little pouch for your cables if you need them, and the headphones just very easily fold up. Slot inside, bosh, done. A very small footprint. It feels well made. It's got this little pocket in the back so you can put stuff in there. I don't put stuff in there, but you may find that useful. Yeah, it's just very well made, and it's been thrown around all over the place. This particular case, and it's like a, I'm not sure what it is. It's some sort of fabric finish, which gets a little bit dirty, but it's part of the charm, really. So yeah, really impressed with that. I also don't get any Bluetooth issues with these. Once again, I've had headphones in the past where Bluetooth has been a bit sketchy, so occasionally it won't connect to certain devices, or switching between devices is a pain. I don't switch devices a huge amount with these, but if I'm going from, for example, my iPhone to my laptop, I've never run into a problem where it won't connect. Or again, comparing it to Beats, and I've never had issues where it just drops halfway through a listening session. You know, it's rock solid. It would be nice to have, you know, the chip that the AirPods have, where they just connect automatically and all that stuff, but it hasn't got that. I think it's the W3, W1, whatever it is chip. It doesn't have that, but it's just old-fashioned Bluetooth and it works. I bought these for about 250 British pounds about a year ago. And I think they're about that same price now. And yeah, I think, I mean, that's a lot of money. For some people who don't spend a lot of money on headphones, for people who get their white Apple earbuds and keep them and that's it, and throw them away when they get a new phone, the idea of spending 250 quid on a pair of headphones might be a bit alien. But again, if we come back to the whole purpose of me creating this video, if you want to be more productive and you love working to music, losing yourself in these to get stuff done, that is worth £250 of anyone's time. So if you're a freelancer, or if you're someone who works from home, or like I say, works in coffee shops and things like that, or perhaps you travel a lot and you fly a lot, investing just a little bit of money in these, a couple of £100 in these, it will pay back dividends in terms of the time that you invest in productivity. You know, you'll get more stuff done, and that's what I do. I buy things, and if they make me more productive, then the cost of that thing becomes completely negligible. And these are a great example of that they have completely paid me back way more than £250 worth of revenue in terms of my earnings. So yeah, I've got no problem with the price. I think it's great. So what's bad? And as I always do, before this video I sat down and made some notes about the good and the bad points. I've been through the good points. I think maybe for some, like I say, if you're an audiophile, the sound may, although it's very, very good, you may be a little bit disappointed. It's a little bit muddy at times in the mid-range. I've noticed that. It has a characteristic, definitely, which some people don't like. Some people like a much cleaner studio monitor-like sound. You're not going to get that from these. They're not particularly flat. You know, there's definitely a certain tone to them. It's probably like a Sony tone, I would guess. The other thing that's caught me out a couple of times is the fact there's no auto off, or if there is, I looked into this. Apparently, you can set the headphones to turn themselves off after a certain period of inactivity, but it's a little bit dependent on if certain things are switched on. So if noise cancelling is on, apparently you can't have the auto off. If you know more about this, then obviously let me know in the comments. But it's caught me out a couple of times. But again, because it's so quick to charge these, it just didn't matter. You know, I put them on and realised there was no battery. Oh, that reminds me, awesome feature on this. If you ever want to find out how much battery you've got left, when you've got them on your head, you just press the power button once and you get a very friendly voice telling you how much battery's left. Love that. Yeah, so like I say, the auto off thing hasn't really caught me out too many times to be an issue, so that's not an issue. The look, I mean, if you're into the way headphones look and that's very important to you, I would buy a pair of Beats, because these are very, very functional. I mean, they don't look bad. They're a relatively good-looking pair of headphones, as good-looking as headphones can be, but they're not. They don't come in. I don't think they come in any different colours, or I think you can get a different shade of some dull brassy type colour with these. I went for black, but it's a matte finish as well. There's no shiny version or, you know, fake chrome version. So yeah, if you're into your designed headphones and you want to go funky with the colours, these aren't for you. But that really is it. Again, I can't speak highly enough of these headphones. They are just perfect productivity companions. I'm so glad I bought these. Like I say, I do have the AirPods Pro. These aren't bad. I mean, the noise cancelling in these is actually pretty good, but it pales in comparison to these. These are incredible. And again, I keep comparing them to Beats in this video, because that's the other pair of over-ear headphones I've used to quite a good extent. And I've used the Quiet Comfort headphones from Bose. They're very good. Sound very different to these, but I think the noise cancelling is better on these. But yeah, it's £250, incredibly well spent. They just won't be for you if you're into your flashy Beats headphones with yellow and, you know, flash. And they don't flash, do they? But you know what I mean. You know, if you're more interested in what your headphones look like around there, these aren't for you. I've put a playlist together for my YouTube startup diary, which is this thing that I did where I basically recorded about 8 videos setting up this channel. 1 or 2 of them are quite interesting from a productivity perspective. One in particular I'm going to link to at the end of this video because it talks about journaling, and because I'm talking obviously in the context of these headphones being good productivity companions. If you're into your journaling, check out that video, because I kind of give you a little bit of a plan for what I'm doing journaling wise, and it's a good companion piece for these because you can pop your headphones on, get on your journal and get loads of your journaling done because the headphones are so good. Anyway, catch you next time. Cheers.